My students were rebelling against me as a class. I think they were testing me and I think I passed. So it's core, which is basically advisory or homeroom or whatever. At the beginning of the year, mind you, I don't really know these kids. We have to get through like school rules, regulations, all that stuff. So I had a big PowerPoint I had to go through, had to click through, whatever. We got through it and we had some spare time at the end of class. So I'm like, oh guys, like let's play a little game. Like, you know, we all just met each other. Let's get to know each other better. So I say, okay, class. I'm gonna say a phrase, and if the phrase applies to you or your life, you say, that's me. And my core was all in the same grade, so let's just say they were 10th graders. So I said, let's do an example. I would say, I'm a 10th grader. They all sat there in their desks going like this. So I'm like, first of all, awkward. I was like, okay. Maybe you guys don't understand, right? I'm like, maybe they don't understand, they don't get it. So I re-explained it. I said, I'm gonna say a phrase, and if the phrase applies to you or your life, you're gonna respond, that's me, when I pause and gesture for you guys to respond. That's when you say it. Like after I pause, when I say that, that's when you say that's me. So I say it again. I'm a 10th grader, and they responded. So then the teacher and me, I'm like, okay, does anyone have any questions on like how to play or what we're doing? No response, blank face, dead stares from everyone. Not one kid. You know, usually there's one kid that at least feels bad for you and they'll be like, oh, come on, guys. Or they'll be like, that's me. They'll say something. Nothing. No one. So at this point, I'm panicking on the inside. I'm like, oh my God, they're not responding. I don't know how to get them to respond. They're looking at me. At this point, they're running the classroom and I'm just here. And they're clearly all on the same page. So I'm thinking to myself, you know what? These high schoolers, they cannot outsmart me. I know how to get to them. I understand them. I know anytime you give kids two options, they're gonna pick one of the two, for the most part. So as I'm standing at the front of the classroom, all nervous, like waiting for someone to say something, I go, all right, guys, how about this? You can either respond, that's me, if the phrase applies to you or your life, or you can just stand up. I said, would you guys rather just stand up or just say that's me? And they were like, oh, we'd rather stand up. Okay, perfect. At this point, I'm just happy they're responding to me. So the next question I said was like, stand up if you have a sibling. 2 or 3 people started standing, then more people started standing. I'm like, okay, we're playing, we're doing this. We played for a few rounds. I'm sure they hated it. It was cool. I felt like it was a victory for me, and yeah. Do you guys think they were testing me? And do you guys think I passed? Also, another student announced to the class, let's see how fast we can make Miss Fields quit. Let me know if you guys want a story time about that, because I don't know how to take that.